are good to go, man. You guys are there. You are there. You are there. But I tell you, a few weeks ago, I was in Ferguson on a Saturday before the election. And it was interesting because we didn't know what the turnout numbers were going to be. This is a city that had been experiencing 12% voter turnout. 67% black city, one African American on the city council, people being fined routinely, money taken from them to finance the very police state that was oppressing them. And so me and other folks who were there, we were knocking doors, we were going into the hair shops, the beauty shops, the stores, we were knocking on doors, we were going up and down the street asking people if they were going to vote. And you know what people were saying? Yeah, I'm going to vote. I'm going to vote. Many people said, I never voted before, but I'm going to vote this time.
Yeah.
And then on that Tuesday, they doubled turnout. They doubled turnout. And they got 2 African Americans on the city council of the city of Ferguson. Now, on the surface, and in a very meaningful, real way, and when you look at the structural racism that was affecting the people, it looks like the problem is just a problem of race, but it's fundamentally a problem of democracy. The majority of the people had no say in the operation of the city. And I'm telling you right now, we got to fight the Fergusoning of America, folks. We got to fight the Fergusonization of our whole country. Our whole country. You know, 36% of all Americans voted in the last election. 36%. Now here's a fact for you. 80% of the people who make $150,000 or more vote. Less than 35% of the people who make under 50,000 vote. Now why is this? Is it because people just don't want to vote? No, people want to vote. People want to participate. But there is a well-financed, well-organized group of people who are systematically trying to exclude people from the vote. And I just want to tell you, these people are not playing around. If you think that when the Supreme Court struck the Section 5 in the Shelby County case of the Voting Rights Act, this wasn't just some Shelby County residents who sued. This was a movement, right-wing law firm trolling the country to exclude people, looking for a case to take up and challenge the Voting Rights Act. And the day after they won that case with their right-wing packed Supreme Court, they went and had photo ID bills introduced all over, so they got a state program. And then they always run around talking about fraud, fraud, fraud. You heard that, right? Fraud, everywhere fraud. Well, let me just tell you, the only fraud is they say there's fraud. So my question to you is this. If there are people systematically putting their money and their means together to stop your voice, to have a Ferguson in every inch of the United States of America, why are we not putting our means, money, and resources together to have a renaissance of democracy and civic engagement and get people, working people, participating in their government all over this country? This is what we must do. Now, I talked to a young person the other day, and this young person is absolutely devoted to the movement they're fighting for. They are committed, they make every meeting, they make every rally, and they bleed the issue they're fighting for. And I raised this issue with them, and they said, Brother Keith, man, these people ain't listening to us. We got to heat it up in these streets first. And I said to him, you're absolutely right. Before Lyndon Johnson ever signed the Voting Rights Act in 1965, Martin Luther King and a whole lot of other people were heating it up in the streets. He asked me, vote for what? Vote for what? This guy who's elected to represent the public interest, but believes he's there to represent the multinational interests? Vote for these two characters? No, we got to have a movement that will throw up leaders like all of you in this room who will carry out the public will or be gone. That's what we got to have. I'm telling you right now, we have got to have a program in every city, every municipality, every state, attacking felon disenfranchisement. Attacking these forms, these employment forms that always want to know what your criminal record is. You know, we call it ban the box. We got to have not just Saturday voting, but you should be able to vote a month before the election. I'm telling you, do you know in North Dakota there's no voter registration at all? They don't have it. You show up, you say you are who you are, and you vote. We got to have vote by mail. If you don't want to go to the polls, vote by mail. We need a renaissance of civic engagement, but it's got to be on a righteous platform like this one. Look at it. I hereby endorse this platform, Populism 2015. This is our platform. And I want to say to you, you're not alone. I don't want you to believe that everybody in Congress has sold out. I'm telling you, it's not true.
Yep.
Barbara Lee ain't sold out. Okay. Barbara Lee is fire for justice. She is on fire for what's right. She is on fire for peace. You know what? And they're not the only ones. So John Conyers, you know, he's been around the track, but he's still got a tank full of gas, y'all. I'm telling you, Raul Grijalva is fighting for immigration reform every day. Luis Gutierrez is not backing down on this issue, getting arrested all over this country. What I'm telling you is, you got about 80 people who are down for you.
All right.
About 80 of us who bleed with you, who be arrested with you, because we have.
All right.
We got about 80 people. Now, I can't promise each and every one of them are with us on each and every issue, but I got about 35 of them who are.
All right.
And I'm telling you that if you want to exercise your organizational muscles, there is a clear and present danger staring us down right now. We are looking down the barrel of a gun right now. It's called the Trans-Pacific Partnership. We can defeat this thing if we organize. Politicians see the light when they feel the heat. And we got to bring the heat. Now look, some of you guys, like my mother and me, were emotionally overcome when our president got elected. We just loved it. We loved it. We loved the fact that he came up out of the movement. He was a community organizer, and here he's going to be the president. My mother, who lived in a segregated Louisiana, she just couldn't believe it. She could not believe it. And so it's hard for her to take a position against him. But guess what? We was with him on immigration. We was with him on Wall Street reform. Didn't go far enough, but better than what some other people wanted. So it's not like we haven't supported him so far.
No.
Right,
So we okay. You don't owe nobody 100%, man. I'm telling you right now. It is all right to stand up for worker jobs. It is all right to oppose. It is all right to oppose a fake trade deal that involves a country, Vietnam, where it is a crime and illegal to join a labor union. And the minimum wage is like 52 cents. So you want to go have our workers compete against somebody who cannot organize 52 cents? In Colombia, you join a labor union, they'll shoot you in the head. They have plenty of time. Now I'm going to tell you, if you want to see a financial transaction tax on Wall Street, we got to get the vote up, people. If you want to see a good trade deal, we got to increase turn out and get the vote out. If you want to protect Social Security, we got to increase the vote. If you want the right to collectively bargain, you got to turn up the vote. Yes, we got to turn it out in the street, but we also cannot leave power on the table. The power to the vote is power, just like marching in the street and getting the rest of this power. We're going to use every tool at our disposal. My name is Ellison. I'm from the Progressive Caucus, and we all love you guys. Keep going.